Okay, let's do our homework. And the first one, we can first and draw a line for PQ, and for this chord is 13.6, and we know the radius is 10.5, so we know 10.5. And first we find the angle PCQ, and then because the measure of the central angle is equal to the twice, and the measure of the inscribed angle. So angle C is twice the measure of angle R. Okay, so is cosine C equals to 10.5 square plus 10.5 square minus 13.6 square divided to 10.5 equals to, and then angle C equals to 80.72, and angle D is twice angle R, so it's 80.72 equals to angle R, and angle R equals to 40 degrees. And for this one, the first, we know that angle BED is 120, and AEB is 12, and ED is 8. And then the first, we need to find the BD, so we can just use the cosine law. So it's BD square equals to 12 square plus 8 square minus 2. 12 times 8 cosine 120, so it's 304, and BD equals to 1744 centimeters. Okay, and for B, we need to find the ACD for this angle, and because the inscribed angle subtangent by the same arc are equal, so and angle C and angle B are the same, and for the angle B we can use sine law, so it's sine, so it's 8 divided sine B equals to, and we just found the BD 74, and divide sine 120, and then sine B equals to point, and then angle B is 23 degree and equals to angle ACD. Okay, and let's do this one. And the first, we need to explain why ADC is 50 degree. Okay, and for this part, and let's connect D and O, these two. And for this part, the first things we can find is because angle ABC is 65 degree, and the measure of the central angle for this angle is equal to twice the measure of the inscribed angle for 65. So angle AOC is 2 times and angle 65, so it's 130 degree. And we know, and for the QAOC, so the sum of the angle is 360, and AD and AC are tangent, and so these two angles are 90 degrees, so it's like 360 minus, and 2 times 290 degree, and then minus angle AOC, and then equals to the angle ADC, and which equals to 50 degree. And then we need to find out the length of CD. And for here, and we can connect D and O. And for this part, and the first things we know, like angle ADO equals to angle DCO, because and DO, they share DO, the side DO, and the AO and the CO are the same because these two are radius, and also they have both of them has the right angle, DAO and the DCO, so these two angles are totally the same. And then for this part, we can know like these two angles are the same, and angle 1 and angle 2, because these two angles same and these two lines are the same. Okay, these two sides are the same, and it's 2.25, and we know angle 1, 2 are the same, so each is 25 degree. And then we need to find CD, And for CD, we can just form a new rectangle. Right triangle is like this one. And this one is 25 degree, and this one is 2.25 inches. And then we can use 25 equals to 2.25 divided CD. So CD equals to 2.25 divided sine 25. So it's 5.32 and it's 5.3 inches. Okay, and we have two trees 100 meters apart. And we have a point is the middle and the halfway. So here we can A, B, and C. So B is the middle point of AC. And then for the elevation up to is one is 20. This is 21, and then another one is 39. This is 39 degree. And then we need to determine the distance between the top. We need to find out here the distance. And then this is 50, this is 50. And then the first things we can find is this is E and this is D. And we can find and EB and BD, these two sides. And then we can find angle EBD, which is 180 minus 21 degree minus 39 degree. And then now we have two sides, and then the content, and then the angle between these two sides, and then we can find the distance ED. Okay, so is for in angle ABE, and the cosine 21 degree equals to 5 divide EB. So EB equals to 53.5572, and in angle BCD is cosine 39 degree equals to 50 divide BD. So BD equals to 64.3379. And then for the angle EBD equals to 120 degree. And then in triangle EBD and ED square equals to EB square plus BD square minus 2E times BD times 120. And by using your calculator, you can find it. And then the distance is 102 meters. Okay, and number 5, and we just need to find out the correct diagram. Okay. So, and from the north, and it's 0. So, and we can find. So A is number 3. So 120 and 170. And B is number 1, and the C is number 5, and D is number 2, and then E is number 4. Okay, let's do our homework and for lesson 6 and for this one. And the first one we can know and across 8. So this is the 78 and to the direction of Q direction. And then at 088 hours, I think this is maybe means 8 a.m. like that. And is at P and which on the bearing. And for here, this is 314 degree, and 1 hour later, and it's at Q, and the speed is 116 kilometers per hour. So and PQ is 6 kilometers. So the first we need to find out the measure of angle PLQ. PLQ is, and if the measure and the course is 314, so we just use 360 minus 314 degrees, so we can get this part, and the answer is 46 degree. And then the other one is PQL, and the other one is LPQ, and angle LPQ. And for this one, and we know, and in the class I said like we have these two lines are parallel, and this 78, this angle and this angle are alternate angle. So this is 78. So now is 180 minus 78 degree minus 46 degree. So it's finally is get 56 degree. And then for next one, we need to find the PL. And for PL, and we can use sine law, and which is 16 divide sine 6 equals to PL divide 78. So, and it's equals to, and the PL equals to 16 times sine 78 divide sine 46 equals to 21.75, and we round up, so it's 22 kilometers. And at what time to the nearest minutes? And for this part, we can draw an angle, and for triangle is like this. So this is original part, P, Q, and LL is the lighthouse. And for the short side, and we just is, and the short distance is perpendicular to PQ. Okay, so now we have a triangle here, and this one is 56 degrees, and this is 22 kilometers. And now we need to find like PR, and for PR is 22 times cosine 56 degrees, so it's 12.30 kilometers. And for this part, and this distance, and we use distance divide speed, and is time. Okay, so it's about 46 minutes. So the answer is 6. Okay, for number 7, and for number 7, we need to find the first things is a ship observed a lighthouse and 15 kilometers and north of east. So it's kind of like we can see this is the ship, and then it's north and 50 degree and to the east. So it's this way, and then it's 15 kilometers. So this is a lighthouse, and sails 15 kilometers per hour and in the direction and south and to the west 35. So this is 35 degree. And then how long is like 3 p.m. and 3 p.m. and it's 3 hours. So it's kind of like 45 kilometers. And then we can set this is S, and then we can just connect these two. Okay, so this is our triangle, and we need to find out the distance and the direction and of the lighthouse from the ship. And for this part, we know for this angle is 50 and this is like 180, so this one is 130, so the whole part is 105 degree. Okay? And then the first things we can find out because we have the two side and the content angle, so we can use the cosine law. So p square equals to 15 square plus 45 square minus 2 times 15 times 45 times cosine 165 degrees. So p square equals to 60 degrees. And now we need to find out the direction, right? Direction. And for the direction, we need to find out this angle here, angle S. And for the angle S, we can use sine S divide like 15 equals to sine 165 divide 60. We just find it out, and this sine S equals to 0.0647, and angle S equals to 4 degree. And then because we need to find the direction, and we can find this one is north and this is north, and then so for here at the beginning we know, and this one is 35 degree and alternate angle, so this is 35, and also we know this part is 4 degrees, so it's totally 35 plus 4 is 39 degree, and it's kind of like the direction is n north and to the east side, and is 33 degree. Yaks, and for this one, and the first cell direction is south to the east and 45 degree. Okay, so we can sum from here, this is south to the east and this is 45, and for 8, so this one is 8, and then they change the direction and sail on a course of north to the east. Okay, and for here, and the last part, and return to the start sailing. Okay, return to the start sailing, so it's go back. And how far was the second part of the course? And second part, the most appropriate. Okay, and for this one, the first is 45, so this angle is 45, and he mentioned is 45, so the second part is 45, which means it's kind of like this angle is 90 degree, and if we have a right triangle and we use a SOHCAHTOA, and for B, ABC, and for BA is 9, and AC is 13, and ABC is 113 degree, and we need to find out the measure of BCA, so which one is appropriate? Because it's not a right triangle, so we cannot use this one, and we don't know like 3 sides or the 2 sides and the content angle, so we cannot use cosine law, and for this part we can use sine law. B, because it's 13 divided sine 130 equals to sine divide sine angle C. And for number 10, a pilot leaves base, fly a bearing like 300, so this one 340 degrees, so it's kind of like this way, so 340 degree, and after 30 minutes he changed the course 108, so he's changed and 108, so it's like this one, and flight direction to north, and how far does he have to return? And so now here, and we cannot at this one we choose D, we cannot solve this one because the 30 minutes and we don't know the speed, so we don't know any length of the side, so we cannot figure out this, we cannot solve this problem. And the 2 aircraft XY leave the airport, and X flies across of 70 degree, so it's kind of like here, and 70 degrees kind of like this part, 70 degree, and at speed 700, and the other one is at a cross and 350, so it's 350, so it's kind of like here, this is 30 degree, so this is 10 degree, okay, and so we need to find out after 5 minutes, and 7 times 5 over 60, so this one is 60 kilometers, so this is 60 kilometers, and then we need 600 times 5 over 60, so this is 50 kilometers, so this is 50, and we need to find out the distance, and we can know this one is angle, so the angle is 80 degree, the distance is 50 square plus 60 square minus 250 times 60 cosine 80, so it's 5058.1, so D equals to 71 kilometers, so this is 71. The minutes hand, okay, number 14, and at 5 o'clock and 4, so we need to find the angle, okay, and then for the minute is 12, and for the hour is 10, and we need to find the angle for here. And how could we find the angle for here? So, and the whole one round is 360, so this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we need to use this divide 12, so each part is 30 degree, so and then we count it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it's 5, so 5 times 5 times 30 degree, so it's 150 degree, okay, and for this one is 9, we need to find the distance like between the tips of the hand at 9:30 p.m. and then we need to find, okay, and for here is like this, so it's 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10, so this is middle, and then this is 10, and then we know so the gap, each part is 30 degrees, so it's here at 30, so it's 90 degree, and for this part, because it's 30 minutes, so this is only half, so this is 15 degree and plus 15 degree, so it's 105 degree, and then D equals to 10 square plus 12 square minus 2, 10 times 12 times cosine 105, so it's 306.11, so D equals to 15.5 centimeters, so answer is 15.5.